Good morning. Now, I've been in the closet looking at my kids. Boy, it gets better and better every time. I recommend all parents go through their kids' closet. You'll be surprised what you find and be thankful.
What would you do if you find yourself 16 years kicked out of your home, a brother that just came out of jail, and a sister that's pregnant? What would you do? Somebody have an answer? No. Well, what if you had all that happen to you, but you still had a dream? My dream was to become a flight attendant. Well, I'm here to tell you a story about a girl who, through her great determination, turned the lemons that life gave her into lemonade. I'm Melanie Burnett, and this is my story. I want to take you to 3 important life lessons that I learned along the way. 1 is to stay strong even when life gets hard. 2, education. Little did I know it would be my only way out. 3, how to make a difference. How to stay strong. Well, I was 15 when I came to Holland. I lived with my father, and me and his wife, we couldn't get along, so she gave him a choice. Either do you throw her out or she leaves. He made the choice to put me on the street. I was 16. I didn't know nobody in Holland. I just didn't know where to turn to. Where am I going to sleep? What I'm going to eat? Who's going to be my friends? I guess the only thing to turn to was to the street. Those people were going to be my friends. But all those people were people who have no schools, no education. The only way to survive, I don't know how I did. One day you sleep here, the next day you sleep there. Sometimes I can remember winter, I'm walking with my shoes with a hole inside. My feet were so cold. But that was my life. Until my brother and my sister came to live with me. My brother he just came from jail. And oh God, my sister was pregnant. What do I do? Look, in life when things happen, you have 2 choices. You can choose to be a victim or you choose victory. I choose victory. You know why? I'm going to tell you about it later. And when they came to live with me, I decided I need to throw my life around, but I don't know how. One day I was having a conversation with a total stranger. He asked me, at that time, the most stupid question. He asked me, where are you going to be in 5 years? And I was like, is that man stupid? I'm thinking where I'm going to be tomorrow, not in 5 years. But that question became a big part of my life. I want an answer at that question. I decided, you know what? Education will be my only ticket out of the street. Do you agree? Yes. It was my only way out, but when I applied in school, 22 years, I was too old. In Holland, MBO niveau 1, 22 years, you're too old. School started telling me we can't accept you because you're too old. But then I developed a character where I said, you know what? Damn, I don't see closed doors but open windows. It's enough. I deserve a future too, and whoever wants to take that from me, you know they will have to fight and fight hard. I'll fight for my future. You know why? Because I want to be an example for my brother and my sister. Growing up, we didn't have people who went to school or had the education, something like that. I had to be the example. So I applied in schools until they accept me, because I'm not going away. If I see a door closed, I see an open window. Thank God I'm so skinny, I fit through all the open windows. And there was one teacher, Mr. John. Even though I go to school, when I went to school, I had some struggles at home because I had so much responsibility. Make sure my brother don't hang out on the streets again. My sister will have a child, single mother. We are the parents of that child. It was hard for me, I should be honest, because sometimes I didn't know how to deal with it. And my teacher, Mr. John, even though I go to school, I talk with him. Just remember how important a teacher is. When I finished there, apply for NIFO 2. Damn, I was too old again. They told me no. I just say no closed doors, but open windows. I said no. I remember in school they asked me, Melanie, there is a debate with the staatssecretaris, because I still had the dream to become a flight attendant. I took all the papers. I said, this is the moment. I said, look, I applied for schools. No schools want me. Why? And she told me, you know what, you deserve a chance. And there was the audience, there was a man from school. He said, I want you. If nobody does, he gave me the chance to go back to school. I finished my NIFO 2, but still I want to become a flight attendant. I had to climb the ladder up. Yeah, I have to start from nothing. And I remember this, there was a journalist and he published my story in the newspaper. And he said, look, there is a girl. She won, but I had so many shit happen to me, and still society telling me no. If I give up, wouldn't it be fair? Because I tried, I tried, and still society tell me no. And a woman in KLM 6 years ago, she gave me this card, and it became my lifeline. Every time I was down, I was looking at this card. I said, hey, one day I'm going to be there. When I finish there, go to another school again. They accept me. And when I went there, I started to study. It was the school for the flight attendant. And now I have to apply for the dream job, because that's what I did it for. And the first time they reject me, they told me no. We can't use you. And I was sad, because that was my dream for all these years. Still, I didn't see closed doors, but open windows. I write this woman a letter. The card is a little bit old. I said, look, maybe they can use me in that department, but I'm sure they can use me by something else. I had the second interview. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to my dream, the next one. Oh, they don't have the right picture with my uniform of KLM, but and still I'm working at KLM. That's my job, and right now, the thing is now what I'm going to talk about was how to make a difference, because I know where I came from, and I know there are other Melanies out there. I said, you know what, I'm going to help them. And I'm start going to school, talking with troubled teenagers. You know why I'm talking to them? Because I know it's possible. I've been where they've been. I know what they are feeling, and I know there is a way out of it. Right now, I'm studying law. You know why? Because I want to help those Melanies out there. I'm sure I can help them. The message I want to leave you with today is this. Be careful what you say to people you know and people you don't know. Remember the strangers I just told you in my story. He asked me a question, the question, where would you be in 5 years? You may have a similar impact on somebody else. Just think about it. Maybe you didn't know it then, but you know it now. Once words spoken, they cannot be taken back. They can only be forgiven. That stranger, I never met him before, and I've never met him since, but he changed my life. Thank you.
I could not have said it any better. Let's see what else I can find in the closet. Be blessed.